Okay, I'm back. So as I was saying, it was very touching, the reunion. You know what I'm saying? Although I had been through a just had a major surgery. You know what I'm saying? And after recovery, coming in that weekend, I was able to visit with my mom. You know what I'm saying? And not having a glass separate us, from each other, and just being able to hold her hand, and it meant so much to me. I could feel the power and the strength coming from her. And my mom, she's a very loving, caring woman. Anyone knows my mom, you know what I'm saying? She's well known in the gay community, and all of my friends love her dearly, you know what I'm saying? And she's just like one of the girls. You see what I'm saying? With her, it is what it is. Whatever comes up comes out with her, and the kids, they live for mom because she sit around and she play and she like to read just like one of the girls. So I tell her all the time, girl, you're nothing, but she's nothing but a fag head. But just having her in that room, it meant so much to me, and it shedded some light, and it shed some hope for me. And although it seemed it so bad, it wasn't as bad as I think it was, or it wasn't as bad as I think it was gonna be. And she was telling me, she was like, son, you need to pick up your Bible, you need to start reading, you need to start praying, you need to start asking God to forgive you. You got to find some kind of serenity. You got to find some kind of peace. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yes, ma'am, and she gave me a psalm out of the Bible to read, which is Psalm 34, and she told me to read it. She told me to read it daily, and to focus and to meditate on what it was saying, and to be encouraged to know that things would not be as bad as that I'm thinking they is. But I'm like, mom, you don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Your child is are facing 2 life sentences. That means me being taken away from you for the rest of our lives. You know what I'm saying? And if you know what I'm saying, while I'm in prison, anything could happen to you or either me, and that would really just show enough be devastating to me, because I know, if I am going to prison, it's really gonna be hard on me to be separated from my mom like that, because I mean, she all that I have and I'm all that she has. You know what I'm saying? Basically, we really don't have any real family here. We have mostly what I call adopted family. You know what I'm saying? Friends that we adopt along the way. We have 1 or 2 family member that's here now, that's recently moved to the Albany area. But back then, you know what I'm saying, we're from Edison, you know what I'm saying. Well, our hometown is Fort Gaines, so the Fort Gaines area, Blakely, Bluffton, that area there, Arlington, Morgan, all that. We have family in our surrounding cities, so that's where we're from, country people, in other words. But anyway, she taught me to read Psalms 34, and to focus in and to meditate on it, and the beginning of that say, I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continue be in my mouth. My soul shall make her boast in the Lord. The humble shall hear thereof and be glad. O magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. I sought the Lord, and he heard me, and delivered me from all my fears. They looked up unto him, and were lightened in their face, were not ashamed. The poor man cried, and the Lord heard him, and saved him all out of his trouble. That's just verse 1 through 6. I'm not gonna read all of it with you, but whenever you get time, just check out Psalms 34 in the Bible and read it. And this is what my mom left me with, and she told me to begin to read this and to read it daily and to meditate on it. She said, but most important, keep your head up, hold your head up. Things in life happen, and I just want you to know that regardless of what, I'm your mother, and I love you, and I'm gonna be here for you. And at this particular time, I had a lover too. But I knew, you know what I'm saying, my lover, I knew how he was, so I knew that he would give out at the beginning of the race anyway, when it all boiled down to it. Bottom line is, I knew I couldn't depend on him, and before I can even make it to court, he had stopped coming to see me. But before then, I had asked him, and I made it clear to him, I was like, you know, I'm looking at some big time here. I don't know what these people are gonna do, but I'm not gonna ask you to put your life on hold and wait on me, because you got a life, and I want you to live your life. But it's only one thing that I ask that you do for me, and I beg you to do this one thing for me. And I was like, please see about my mom, take care of my mom, do all that you can do for her. You know what I'm saying? If you don't do nothing else, you don't have to do nothing for me. You don't have to send me no money. You don't have to come see me. You know what I'm saying? But just be there for my mom. And when I came home, I found out that he had done some things, and he had not been supportive of all of my mother. He actually really turned his back on her and left her in a mess. Which I basically I knew this, so you know. And as of today, he's doing good in life. I see him from time to time. I really don't speak to him. He don't speak to me. But there's no hard feeling, because the past is the past, and you have to let go of the past. And he's not doing him, and I'm doing me. So you know that's it. But anyway, continue on with the story. You know, I had surgery, and after surgery, like I said, I was in the hospital about a week and maybe a day or so. And after that, they returned me to the jailhouse. When they returned me to the jailhouse, they put me in the infirmary, and I stayed in the infirmary for about 2 months. And during that time, I had came off a lot of weight. I had lost a lot of weight. I was, my body was healing, you know, my chest was healing okay, you know what I'm saying. My doctor visit was going good and everything. And eventually when my body finally had healed up enough, he removed the staples, and he removed the draining tube. And after he removed all of that, they took me back to the infirmary, and I probably stayed like another 2 or 3 weeks, and they finally released me from there and allowed me to go back to my cell house, which was block E400 in Dougherty County Jail. So I go back there, and you know, I'm just basically now. Another thing is, I'm basically just sitting here waiting for them to take me to court. When am I going to court? And like I said, Mr. Willie Weaver was my lawyer. He came in at that time, and he began to talk with me, and he worked with me on my case. And he came to me, and he was like, the DA has came with a bargain. He said, but we're not going to accept that bargain, because they have to prove to me that you really are the actual cause of this guy's death, because the autopsy says otherwise. And when he said that, I felt somewhat of a release. But now, don't get it wrong. You know what I'm saying? The injection on that particular day did trigger what was going on with his body. So I still played a part. I still had a part, but I wasn't the total, fully blame of his death. And that made me somewhat feel a little better, not too much better, because yet and still he still had passed, and I couldn't get over that. I really, even to this day, it haunts me. It haunts me sometimes, and I think about it, and I sit and I cry, and I ask God, I question God, and I know that I shouldn't do that. And I asked God why, and I was like, why did this have to happen? Why did he have to leave away from him? Why did he have to leave away when we was in the midst of doing what we was doing? Oh, it was just God. God knows words really can't explain the feeling. And I'm trying to be strong. I was trying to be strong. I'm trying to bounce back. I'm trying to get my composure back. You know, at least bounce back a little bit. I wasn't really eating that much of the dirty kind of food, so that was the reason why I was coming off some of the weight that I was coming off. I would mainly just lay in the cell house all day, just lay down and just think and cry, thinking and crying, thinking and crying, thinking and crying. I'm mainly thinking about, oh God, if I go to prison, I'm not thinking about going to court and what I got to face in court, what type of time that I'm looking at concerning this case. And I'm sitting here thinking, trying to figure out what happened and what goes on in a prison. You know what I'm saying? You hear good things and you hear bad things, mostly bad things. You hear how people get killed in prison and all type of stuff. How people are getting raped, and how gay people are in the chain gang system, and how gay people are treated and received in the prison system. So all of this is running through my mind. You know what I'm saying? How am I gonna deal with going to prison if I have to go to prison? If that's the case. But in the process, like I say, the months are slowly passing away, and I'm still going to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? Because he want to make sure that I'm not having any other problems with my chest. So in the process of that, now I'm starting to experience more problems with my lower body work, and mainly this is because of the little mattress that we have in the Doherty County Jail, and the concrete slab that we have to sleep on is so very, very, very uncomfortable to my body. I mean, it's very uncomfortable to my body. I mean, it's just like sleeping on a rock. And then not only that, because of the problems that I suffered and had with my body already, didn't make the situation better. What I'm gonna do in the next video is I'm gonna show you little portions of my lower body, what the lower body look like, so you can get an idea of the damage and the harm that my lower body has been through, and what I've been through as far as with my leg, within my hip area, and within my butt area. I want you to take a good look at those areas as well, and you can see the damage that has been done and caused to my body. And to this very day now, as I sit here speaking on this video here, I still suffer with major problems with this, because one of the major problems that I have is swelling that comes and goes both in my whole body, from my chest on down. You know what I'm saying? I have major swelling. So hold on, we'll be right back, and I'm gonna share that with you.